And welcome guys to another little video. Now today's little video is going to be the progress in the little tower defense game. Now it's been a few days since I had done a little bit of a streaming for this, so I just wanted to slap a little video on YouTube and tell you guys what progress has been made and things. We first had to initialize and make our world. But the problem is, hey, it's at runtime, and I don't exactly enjoy a lot of times when stuff is at runtime. So what I did was I made a custom inspector for our world controller for floors. We can put 20 by 20 or so and tell it to build the world. Okay. And this runs really, really well and everything. And we also have Pathfinding solution in, and I made it a really, really big at first because it wants a boundary box for it all, but it doesn't exactly have to be like huge like this. But it wouldn't matter because it's unwalkable anyway. So in the pathfinding solution that I used, it's already constructed for you and stuff. So I just have it build everything. I mean, it's going to work. And here's the enemy. The things are a little bit off, but that's okay because all you have to do is, do some adjustments. Hey, this is how this works. Yada, yada, yada. And, that's the center. Let's try to make these 90 by 92. Sounds about right. And then let's try a rescan and see if this... there we go. It's because it's those weird numbers in our stuff. But what it basically does for us is just draws the graph. And because I went with A star, it's going to be pretty quick. And this is a tool that is actually designed by somebody who keeps refactoring and redoing stuff all the time. And it's actually multi-threaded as well. And this tool is automatically made for us. I decided to go with a pre-built thing because A, if I write my own, I'm not going to have as much optimizations in it as this person has. This is actually a version that's on the Unity store that's $100. Just flat $100. And I kid you not, it's actually really quick. And it's threaded, so it doesn't hurt your FPS as much as you probably think. And it's runtime scannable. Okay, when I place a tower down, it does a repathfind and draws a new graph for us. Okay, which is really nice and everything because when I instantiate a tower, it rescans everything. And I'm not going to lie. Drawing up this graph like this, very, very expensive. Okay, so see, when my gizmos are on and everything else, it's like 45 to 50 frames because it's drawing up all this other crap. When I instantiate another tower, it's going to be a lot heavier as well. See, it draws it all the way to 20. It's just because of the gizmos. Okay, see, if I turn the gizmos off, it runs really, really good. And this is doing everything in the background. I mean, when I instantiate a tower, you see some frame droppage. Okay, but that's to be expected. A little bit of pathfinding calculations in the background, yeah. Okay, but it's the editor. What do you expect? Right? And it's a really, really big graph. It's a really big graph. Okay, I'm putting out like 100 and some, 195 by 195. That's like how many things? And this is collision and everything else. So in the pathfinding as well, thread count none. So, okay, we've got the free version. A star is limited to one thread. Okay, just one thread entirely. So it'll only let me use a single thread. It's not going to let me do the multi-threading, which is kind of a bummer. But you know what? For a free pathfinding solution that doesn't really involve too much, we can't really complain. And there's nothing telling me that I can't make my graph smaller. Okay? If I make my graph like 50 by 50 and tell it to show graph, scan. Why isn't it scanning? Why doesn't it show a graph? Is it because it's being really stupid? Or is it technically showing me a graph? I'm confused. Wait. Whoa. I bet my graph isn't even in. That's why. Okay. Alright. That makes a lot of slant. That makes a lot of sense. My graph's all the way over there. I thought there was a way to make something snap. Editor. Fancy fading. No. About. Drawing. I thought there was a way to make it snap to where it is. Okay, so all you have to do is take this and put it over top of it. Okay, which this is the reason why I had it really, really big and everything, is because, well, now I don't care about that, I don't care about that, I don't care about that, don't really care about that either. And now we can hit scan. There's what I was looking for. So in game, now since we got the graph and everything else, look, we're going to be running 80 some frames, instantiate something, and it still stays really, really high in frames. I don't even see a frame drop now. And this is a world of, I don't know what that's all about, of how many? Easily, what? How many tiles? 1, 2, 3. Man, my graph makes it kind of hard to be able to tell. And my graph's not exactly perfect either. It says 12 by 12. Okay, and there you go. Boom. My graph's actually like weirded out. Why? Screen. Why is this so like off balance? It looks like. Huh. Yeah, it's off. Why? Okay. Let's try 12.5. It's like anything, you'll have that happen. There we go. Alright, 12 by 12. Center? Why did it have a 0.5 there? So it stays within the boundaries. I mean, it probably would pathfind perfectly fine around it and everything, but look, no frame droppage, which is all, always nice, especially for a solution that we didn't even build. I'm staying above 60 frames, and boom, 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 and look, it's bullet crazy in here, right? And there's pathfinding solution going on in the background. Like, that's crazy, huh? On collision, enter, exit, physics going on in the background. I know why my towers overlap a little sometimes. It's because my thing, now look, 49, 50 some, you're never going to have this many bullets going all at the same time, right guys? I mean, seriously, be for real. And two, this is the graphics processing in itself. I'm also recording, so there's a little bit of, time dilation on that. But look, I mean, my main CPU thing is like 20 some milliseconds, 16, 28. I mean, there's a lot of heavy load right there, but if you really think about it, every single time I instantiated something, it had to do a repathfinding on the graph. Now, if I had towers that were moving around with rigid bodies and everything else, I don't think we would have an issue. It's more of a stress test. Okay? Now, we are getting some benefits because of batching and things, but not as much as probably what you think. Because it's just not how it works. And to be honest with you, I kind of like how it runs. I think it's working out pretty good. So this is how much progress has been made in the tower defense game right now. Now, some people might not be too happy about it because it's just straight up a tower defense game, and they're like, oh, I want first person shooter and things like that. But first person shooters are great and everything, but you got to change up a little bit every once in a while. I mean, tower defense isn't really something that's greatly admired, but the application of towers and stuff can go beyond the scope of just a tower defense game. And I'll be including a video pretty soon of that as well. But anyway, I'm going to get off here because we've gone for I don't know how many minutes and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's probably above 10, just seeing me rant and rave about this. So anyway, peace out, guys. Take care, and hope you guys enjoyed the little tower defense series and everything, because it's just kind of the way it is, right? But take care, guys, and hope to see you in the next video or whatnot, or on Twitch.